How's it going, guys? It is Ryan and welcome to a brand new video, and today we are going old school by playing the very first F1 game I ever had, and it was on the PS2 and it was F1 Championship Season 2000 by EA Sports, of all people. Who would have thought? But we're here, we're going to be going on some classic games to see what it's like compared from then to now. And the last time I played this game was around 16 years ago. So when I was a little youngster, I had this to play on the PS2, and it was one of my favourite games to play ever on the PS2. It was brilliant to play. But for this, we're going to be driving as Michael Schumacher, and we're going to put the difficulty on hard for this race because we're going to go deep in with the Ferrari being that quick on this game at the time. So we'll see if we've still got the speed that we had when I was a youngster right now. And the track we're going to go on is France, because why not? Because France is just epic of a track. But let's hear from Jim Rosenthal now, which I thought I'd never hear.
Hello there, good afternoon. Welcome to the Manicure Circuit here in Nevada. Well, last year saw a terrific surge from Mika Hakkinen, climbing his way up from 14th on the grid to a magnificent second at the checkered flag. Michael Schumacher loves this place. He's won here 4 times in the last 6 races. Well, the crowd want to see a French driver in a French car with a French engine, and that's exactly what they've got with Jean Alesi. I just feel sure we're in for something very special from this event.
So guys, we're here at Manicure, one of my favourite tracks of all time, and a shame it's not back on the calendar, but I hope it does in the future. But we're here, we're going to be jumping straight into a race-only session. We're going to be starting from the back of the field and see if we can put off a Alaster first in Michael Schumacher's Ferrari. So we're going to be jumping straight into the race, and we are on the grid. As you can see, we've got Coulthard on pole there. We've got teammate Rubens Barrichello in second, Hakkinen there as well. And here we're going to go through the field, and it's quite spread out in terms of pace, and there's the back of the field. Now I want to say before we start, there will be some issues with FPS, so I would apologise at points and any glitches or anything like that, which we'll see later. But we go racing here in France as we get a brilliant start off the line. I've got to say, we're up to already like 16th place. Make that 15th. Make that 14th place as we're onto the back of the Benetton. I don't know who it is, because in this game you can't really tell who's ahead of you in this one. So you have to kind of guess. We made a bit of contact there with, I believe that was a Sauber, just blitzing through the long right-hander there. Nowhere to go, and we dropped to 21st place. So I don't know who that was, but we'll have to take it on the chin and start over again as we come towards the hairpin there. So you just saw there where the Mobile 1 is. There's a bit of glitch there. I don't know with the graphical glitches, but I have to say, because we just go make a massive dive bomb there. Just put a lot of angle with the D-pad on the Xbox One controller that I'm using for this video. So we're going to come now to the middle sector, which is really quick, but for some reason on this game, the AI, as you can just see there, are just so slow, even on hard difficulty, which is really annoying. But at the time I wasn't really fussed. It was all about winning the races. So just make a bit of contact there with the arrows. I don't know who that was, but we're up to 12th place now, so we're making very good starts there. I don't know what's gone up ahead here. It's just a flurry of cars just checking up. I think that was McLaren of Mick Hakkinen, I think that was, as we make contact there with a Jaguar, and Hakkinen's actually cut the chicane completely there, so a bit naughty from him, but obviously there's no penalty system, not like Codemasters or whatever have that issue, as Coulthard actually checks up for a Jordan as well. Very mad start, and you can just see we were last, and then we were back to 21st, and now we're up to 5th, so we've been a cracker of a start in this French Grand Prix. It's a 4-lap race, as we're going to be starting lap 2 right now, and someone's blowing their engine in front of there. I think that's a Williams, so I think that we're up to 4th place, so all happening here. Just trying to get used to the grip there. You can see just no grip whatsoever on there, as a Ferrari just absolutely batters me on that corner with speed. And it's Rubens Barrichello who moves up to P4 with us down to P5 with a couple of laps to go in this race. So we're going to come to the hairpin, and we break really late then Barrichello there, and he gets checked up by, I think that's Jacques Villeneuve actually in the BAR. So he's slowing down actually. I don't know if he's got any contact or some damage, but we're up to P3 now with Hakkinen the next person in front of us, with Heinz Alfredson leading the race, as Hakklinen's going really slowly through the chicane. As you can see, there's the classification at the minute, with Frentzen leading from Hakkinen second, us in third, and Barrichello in fourth. Just go a bit wide down onto the grass there. Not what we needed in this race here. But if you want me to do any more of these classic games, then let me know in the comments below. We may go up to F1 2001 with Murray Walker in the game, which I was really excited about when I was a kid, playing that game for the last few years. So we're going to be going then towards the old chicane section of Manicure, which I really found tricky at this part of the race, and throughout actually when I was a kid as well. I found it really difficult to get the line absolutely spot on before they made the changes at the last part of the lap. So we're going to be coming across the line, and we're now 2.1 seconds behind Mika Hakkinen on lap 3 as we're going to go through this long right-hander, see if we can actually nail it this time. The answer is no. We had to brake check, we had to brake there, not too much though. But the issue I have with this the game at the time, or well, not now obviously, when you've been playing F1 with no assists and you can do full lock on this. Not really, you can do full lock on this game if I'm honest, and you can't get the power down as quickly as possible because, I don't know really, it's really bizarre, but I've taken on the chin anyway. But the AI are a lot worse on this than obviously on F1 2015 with the aggression and whatnot. But here you can see they're just being really slowly through the corners, but they're quick in the fast sections compared to us. So something I was really concerned about at the time, but it was a good game this was when I was a kid. And then we actually go around the outside of Hakkinen there. I don't know what happened to Hakkinen, but we're up to P2 now as we hunt down Heinz Frentzen for the win here in France. So let me know what you guys think of this game. If you had this game, what did you think of it at the time? And who was your favourite driver to drive with in this game? Mine was, without a shadow of a doubt, the Williams of, I think it was Ralph, I can't remember who was in Williams at the time. I think it was Ralph Schumacher, I could be wrong. But Ralph Schumacher was one of my favourites. It was the Williams overall, I don't know who was in the team at the time. But their car was absolutely beautiful to drive, I've got to say. As we set the fastest lap of 1:10.8, proving the pace that in this Ferrari we have. As we're going to see there, you can just see there, Frentzen absolutely blitzes through this section and pulls a massive gap already. It's like 2 seconds from that, so he's getting quite a bit there. You can see 18 seconds to Hakkinen. I don't think that's right from the map there. You can see we're only 1.8 seconds behind Frentzen as we break really late into the hairpin now. Trying to get the corner, but we just go a bit wide there, come back on the curbs there. But we know this corner coming up is where we are quicker than Frentzen because they go really slowly, as we've seen. So we're coming then into the chicane then, braking really late at the 50-metre border. We make a bit of contact there with Frentzen. Frentzen's gone off the track, and we're going to try and keep the position, but we've gone very wide into the gravel trap. And here comes Frentzen then down the inside, and he makes contact with us on the side. Bit of karma then from when we made a slight contact with him at the chicane, but he is the loser out of that and is still in P2. So very chaotic last lap here in France as we're going to be now going through the last couple of corners we go, coming towards the chicane for the final time, and we're just going to try and hold off Heinz Frentzen. He's not that far off actually, so we're going to see how we do this. If we break into the last couple of corners then, into the chicane, we see the finish line in sight. We're going to go into the pit lane line and get a beautiful exit, and we're going to come across the line to win the French Grand Prix here with Michael Schumacher. And what a race that was. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And that's really it, guys. So if you want to see more of these classic F1 games, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll do some for you guys before F1 2016 comes up. So make sure to subscribe for more F1 content in the future, with F1 2016 out a week on Friday. Until then, guys, have a fantastic day whatever you're doing, and I shall see you guys very soon for another video on the channel. But until then, have a good day, guys, and see you later.